Yeah, I know that, Gog. Thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. Here inside the little chapel we found. And, well, this is the other side of the wall. Let's go and have a look at it, shall we? The side of the face.
The wall here was made of bare rock.
Puritas.
It looked like the chapel had been built right into it.
But there's a word there.
There was a recess in the wall with a Latin word carved above it. Puritas.
Purity.
Purity. I'd seen that word before somewhere.
The last thingy, what's it? No, it wasn't here. What was it? Purity. Intertwined with the light of man to become pure. So it's to do with this, but no, it was. I was thinking there was something to do with the three lights, or it's something. I can't remember what they were.
An empty, coffee-stained mug had been left by the altar. A statue of the Madonna and Child watched over the chapel.
Right, well, oh, hello.
It was a stone carving showing a kneeling figure.
Because
praying to the Madonna, probably.
Because there were three of them, weren't they? There were the three things. It was like out of something knowledge, out of something else life, out of something else purity. I think it was out of fire purity. So we might want a little candle to go in there.
It was an old crank handle.
Okay, and I can hear whistling, which I think is Duane.
Wood shavings. This was one building site that needed Mr. Tidy. They smelled exotic. It looked like a huge cheese grater. I had absolutely no idea what possible use it could have.
Oh, turpentine. Oh, an item. Yay, items. Item?
The scaffolding was a little loose. Everything rattled. It made a surprisingly dulcet noise.
That was not dulcet. Don't lie. So he's whistling for her.
Great to see you again, Mr. Henderson.
Great to see you too, George. Great work back there with the cable car.
Is Pearl okay?
I wish. I'm afraid we're having one of those days where everything goes wrong.
Tell me about it. What have you been up to since we last met in Quaramonte?
Well, there was that little sideshow in Rome.
Angel of
but
Death.
we can't talk about that. You know why, George.
I do? I do.
Why?
Top secret.
Need to know, Nico. Duane is, snoozer.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No way, honey. A snoozer's at least 2 pay grades up from a sleeper. So I hear. Anyway, I don't believe I've had the pleasure, Miss,
Nicole Kala. Call me Nico.
Well, how's about that? So this is the beautiful Nico. No wonder you've been hiding her away from me, Georgie boy.
Gosh, no,
It's lovely to finally meet you too, Mr. Henderson. George has told me so much about you.
Oh, call me Duane, my dear. And let me assure you of one thing. Everything you've heard is quite possibly true.
Duane was loud, large, and short-sighted. But boy, was he a charmer.
How's Pearl?
Is there anything we can do for Pearl?
I sure as hell hope so, George. She's been planning and researching this trip for years. Our little pilgrimage. And Santa Cova Chapel here was the cherry on the cake. Not a thing she don't know about this place. Madonna, blah, blah, blah. Chapel built in, yada, yada, yada. She's Santa Cova's very own walking encyclopedia. Well, weeping encyclopedia, I should say.
So what brings you to Santa Cova?
Pearl's idea from the get-go. Ever since the unfortunate car accident back home, she's been scouring those pilgrimage brochures. Gotta be full of wonder and life-changing imagery. Got to have penance potential. Got to offer a real spiritual experience.
Well, I'm sure this place will be very spiritual once it's finished.
If the chapel is not what she expected, how about the monastery?
Hot dog, no. That place is for tourists, not pilgrims.
So what do you mean by a spiritual experience? Because everyone's idea is different.
You said she expected a spiritual experience?
No, that's what the brochure promised. Pilgrimages, little monk fellas, singing, shafts of light, the whole shebang.
Smells, bells, and heavenly lights.
Yeah, that's what the lady wanted. Oh, excuse me. Pearl needs me.
Okay, so we need to...
There, dear.
Pearl could be a mine of information about the chapel.
Once we cheer her up.
If we could just cheer her up.
What have we got? Have we got anything?
That wouldn't...
No, I don't suppose it would. Oh, traffic cone.
It produced a dull sound when I rapped my knuckle against it. It produced a dull sound. The scaffolding... Everything wrapped.
So I'm making the noises on this.
It produced a dull sound.
Just the paint tin then? This one? I assume I've got to find out how to... Oh, toolbox. Try and find out how to make the... Oh, hello. Hammer. Make a clang noise.
The hammer produced a promising sound. G. Wrong.
I'm going to have to make a note of these, aren't I?
B, if I wasn't mistaken.
I'm going to have to make a note of these. And then look at what he's whistling.
What are you up to?
Look, I made a Churchenspiel.
And then that was B, you say.
That didn't sound right.
Okay.
A.
A and...
That sounded like an A.
That's A. Nothing else to hit, is there?
Well, that was fun.
So, what are you whistling? Oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to make a note of that because that went G, F sharp, something, something, something. We don't have an F sharp, do we? I've only got notes for G, B, and A. Because I'm assuming that I'm meant to be playing that music along as well. Are you gonna whistle again? By the way, if you can hear another computer making a noise, I'm running my laptop and doing all the updates. It's like, there's 154, because I haven't done this in ages. But but I really want to get this done today. GBAG.
Hi, Duane.
Hey, George.
I think I may have gotten that right. Ooh, the whistling.
Hey, that tune you were whistling earlier, it sounded familiar.
No, it's Schubert's Ave Maria. In our courting days, me and Pearl used to hang out with the Campanology Society.
Ooh.
It was Pearl's favorite.
Okay, that's good to know. Let's just the others.
Did you see the Black Madonna?
Oh, you betcha. She's the little lady we came to see. Though Pearl's in too much of a state to even look at her.
So I now need to find an F sharp.
What can you tell me about Santa Cova?
Well, Pearl's the expert, not me. She knows everything there is to know about this chapel.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Pearl needs me. There, dear.
Nothing else in the toolbox. I don't think there's anything else to hit, is the problem.
It was Rickety's scout.
Yeah, so we can't hit it. I was more hoping that we could manipulate the paint a little bit. Yeah, G, F sharp, G, B, A, G. Yep, that's what I've got. And I need to find myself an F sharp.
That was never gonna happen.
I didn't think it would, but it was a thing I could do.
The hammer produced a promising sound.
Try again.
G. B. A.
The grater doesn't do anything.
Not a pleasant sound.
I need an F sharp then.
Wrong.
It's got to be something metal.
A.
I mean, I could just ignore everything else and just do G, 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 B, A, G.
G. G. G. B. A. G.
That's not right. Didn't think it would be. So there's got to be something else I can do.
Well, that was fun.
No, it wasn't. Well, it was kind of hitting things.
Nico? So what did you mean by smells, bells, and heavenly lights?
I'm talking about the authentic church experience.
You mean people?
Oh, I see. Smells, bells, and heavenly lights.
I never have those at church.
Got any ideas for smells?
Have you found any incense? Church smells don't get much more authentic than incense.
Maybe there's something over here that we can move across. Oh, of course, the wood shavings, because they smell exotic. I see.
My mother always said cleanliness is next to godliness.
Right. Well, let's pull that handle, see what happens. The mug. I'll be there in a jiffy. Builder's
It
mug.
was an empty mug.
What happens if I hit it with a hammer?
That would be pointless.
Oh. I don't actually have a lighter, do I? Do I put the medallion on there?
I didn't think a red...
What about a mirror?
I rested the side mirror precariously on the candelabra.
I need to find a way of lighting it now. Maybe I don't need to do it. Maybe I need to find a way of sticking it on. Well, I think we've got the smells sorted once we've worked out a way of lighting them. Go out to the balcony. Maybe there's something on the balcony.
The view over the valley was spectacular.
Or not. Right.
That was...
Oh, I was hoping to put it back. I hope that's not the thing you need for the F sharp. More smelly.
I sprayed the shavings with Brett. Delightful.
Okay, and now that's my potpourri.
Candles could be heavenly. But Pearl had already claimed this little oasis of spirituality as her own. I needed something more striking to get her attention.
That's the things I'm not entirely sure what I'm meant to do to get the F sharp. Or even if I'm supposed to get the F sharp.
That...
Okay. No, wrong thing. If I put the mirror back on, because I think that's how we get the light.
I rested the side mirror precariously on the candelabra.
Do I...
I secured the mirror in place with some yarn.
There we go. Oops. Sorry, George. I skipped over a bit of your dialogue. That's not light. Oh, I need to light it, obviously. Don't have a lighter, though. Do I? Got matches.
I lit the candles on the candelabra.
And with the mirror, we then send it back up.
Now that was something. The light from the candelabra spilled over the Black Madonna like waves of spiritual goodness in candle form.
So that's our heavenly light. Need to work on the smells and the bells. It's frustrating because I think I know what the... This is the bells. These are the bells.